In real healthcare AI systems, data is never the same from one patient to the next. Some patients have one symptom, others have 10. Some have a few lab tests, others have dozens of vital signs. To handle this variability, Python gives us args and kwargs, tools that let our functions accept flexible and dynamic data. In this video, I will show you exactly how to use them with real healthcare examples you would actually see in hospitals and AI pipelines. By the end, you'll be able to write functions that adapt to any patient, clean, reusable, and ready for machine learning pipeline. Let's start with a real problem. Imagine we are building a hospital AI system. One patient reports one symptom, another reports five. If we hard code parameters, our code breaks. For example, record symptoms. This function takes different parameters, symptom 1, symptom 2, etc. This design fails immediately in real healthcare AI system. So we need flexibility. Python gives us args. The star means collect any number of positional values into one variable. Think of args as a medical intake form where patients can list as many symptoms as needed. So let's update this record symptoms function, and instead of listing parameters, we use star symptoms. We loop through the symptoms and print each symptom. In this example, we notice three things. One, star symptoms can accept many values. Two, Python stores them as a tuple, so we can iterate through the tuple and print each value stored in that tuple. Now we call the function and pass three symptoms, record underscore symptoms, then pass fever, comma, cough, comma, fatigue. Notice what happens. The function doesn't care how many symptoms we provide into the function. It simply processes all of them. Now let's call the same function again, but this time with only one symptom, record underscore symptoms, head touch. We didn't change the function. We didn't rewrite any code. The same function, but different number of symptoms. The first one takes three symptoms. The second one takes one symptom. This is exactly how real healthcare AI systems work. Patients report different symptoms, but the system must handle all cases safely. All right, in a real hospital AI system, symptoms never exist on their own. They always belong to a patient. So instead of just recording symptoms, we also need to know who the patient is. That means we will combine a normal parameter for the patient name with args for a flexible list of symptoms. This gives us structure and flexibility at the same time. Let's update the function and see how this looks in practice. Update the function name into patient underscore visit and add a new normal parameter, patient underscore name, before the args. Then we print the patient name and we loop through the symptoms and print each symptom. Now let's call the function patient underscore visit and pass Sarah, that's the patient name, comma, a Dutch, and cough. Here, the first value identifies the patient, and everything that follows is treated as a symptom. We didn't limit the number of symptoms, and we didn't add extra parameters. We just add one parameter, patient name, and we can add any number of symptoms. This single pattern is used everywhere in healthcare software, from patient intake systems to clinical decision tools and AI pipelines. So far, we have worked with symptoms, which are just a list of values. But in real AI systems, a lot of data is structured. Things like heart rate, temperature, blood pressure, or oxygen level all have names and values. This data doesn't belong in a simple list. This is exactly where kwargs comes in. The double star tells Python to collect named inputs. Behind the scenes, Python stores them as key value pairs inside a dictionary. And that makes kwargs perfect for medical data. Now let's write our function using kwargs. We will call it record underscore vitals because this function will handle patient vital signs. Inside the parameters, we use double star vitals. This tells Python to accept any number of named inputs. Everything passed into this function will be stored inside a dictionary called vitals. Next, we print a simple header so the output is easy to read. Print patient vitals. Now, we loop through the dictionary. For each vital sign, we get the name and the value. So, for key, comma value in vitals.items, we print the key and value. This loop works no matter how many vital signs we receive. Heart rate, temperature, oxygen level, it doesn't matter. That flexibility is exactly what real healthcare AI systems need. Now let's call the function and pass in real patient vitals, record underscore vitals, heart rate 72, temperature 36.9, and oxygen level 97. Each value is clearly labeled. Heart rate, temperature, oxygen level, all named, all structured. The function doesn't rely on position. Instead, it relies on meaning. This mirrors exactly how electronic healthcare records work. Data is stored as labeled fields, not as random lists. And that's why kwargs is such a powerful pattern in healthcare AI system. All right, so far so good. Before we go further, there is one important rule you need to know. Python enforces a strict order for function parameters. For example, def func, then normal, comma, args, comma, kwargs. First come the normal parameters, then args for extra positional values, and finally kwargs for named values. This order is not optional. It always be normal, args, kwargs. Once you remember this rule, you'll avoid a lot of confusing errors. So far, our record underscore vitals function prints the data so we can see it. That's helpful for learning. But in real healthcare AI systems, printing is not good enough. Printing is for humans, but AI systems need returned values. Let's take the same idea and slightly adjust it so the function returns data instead of just displaying it. Now, instead of printing, we return the vitals dictionary. This means other parts of the program can use it. Now let's store the called function into a patient underscore vitals and print patient underscore vitals. This prints out the patient vitals as a dictionary. The data is still visible, but now it is stored in a variable. That variable can be passed to another function, saved to a database, or sent into a machine learning model. Now that we have our vitals returned in a variable, we can iterate through them just like a dictionary. For key, comma value in patient underscore vitals dot items, we can print key and value. This prints each vital sign with its value in a clean, readable format. Heart rate, temperature, oxygen level, all labeled and ready to use. The key advantage here is that the data is structured, stored, and reusable. You could feed these vitals into another function, save them to a patient record, or even pass them directly into a machine learning model for analysis. This is exactly how real healthcare AI pipelines handle data: modular, flexible, and ready for computation. Now that we can collect vitals, let's see how we prepare them for machine learning pipeline. In real AI pipelines, we don't just store raw data. We extract the features we need for our models. For example, let's define a function extract underscore features, and this takes a vitals as a dictionary. Then it returns a dictionary of heart rate and extract the values of heart rate from vitals dictionary, vitals.get heart rate, and temperature, vitals.get temperature. Here, the function accepts any number of vitals with kwargs. Then we pick the features we care about, in this case, heart rate and temperature, and return them as a dictionary. Here, we notice the use of .get method. This ensures that if a vital is missing, the function doesn't crash. Now let's call that function and pass heart rate 72, temperature 36.9, and oxygen level 97, and assign into futures variable. Then print futures. This prints out a dictionary which store heart rate, temperature, and oxygen level. The output shows only the features we selected: heart rate and temperature. This is exactly how ML pipelines prepare inputs in healthcare: clean, structured, and ready to feed into a model. By using kwargs, this function can handle any number of vitals, while only extracting the ones needed for data analysis. Here are the common mistakes every beginner to avoid: treating args like a list, printing instead of returning, breaking parameter order, hard coding medical data. If you understand this, you can handle real medical data, you can design flexible AI systems, and you are already thinking like a healthcare AI engineer. Thanks for watching.